Y'all, I thought it wasn't. I thought it wasn't no chance that Diddy could go free, but it's actually highly probable at this point. Hold on, it's actually highly probable, and now I'm in my conspiracy corner bag, bitch. This is not the early morning hustle show, but I'm in my conspiracy bag because one thing the feds do is they never drop the ball. If they got evidence on you, they got evidence on you. But the thing here is the charges being brought against Diddy. Now you have to understand, they have to prove the charges being brought. He got sex trafficking charges. So they have to prove that there was human beings sold across state lines for the purpose of sex. Even with Cassie's testimony, everything that she did was voluntary, and there has not been any financial evidence and or receipts entered into evidence from my understanding that say that this is correlated to this, not even circumstantially. Like he paid prostitutes, but that's not illegal in some states. Also, that's not sex trafficking. You get what I'm saying? So I heard somebody say he's guilty of domestic violence, absolutely, but sex trafficking, we need some women outside of Cassie to come and say, yes, he sold me. Yes, because what Cassie is telling us is that she was in love and she was on drugs and she was sad and she just want to tell her story. That's all we getting right now. But we're not getting no women coming out saying, hey, yeah, because we need, but we just beginning. But at this point right now, today, May 23rd, 2025, if they don't bring some more people out who can attest to him drugging and selling them involuntarily across state lines, because that's the charges, then he probably gonna go home. Not even get no time. He gonna go home. Because he's saying, what you're saying is, like, you can't arrest me for being nasty. You can't arrest me for getting too freaky with my girlfriend and beat me up. You can't call that a sex trafficking. And that's what I think people are getting disillusioned. They're so mad that he beat her up so bad and did all of that to her. But you're disillusioned in the fact that that's not what he's being charged with. He's not being charged with beating Cassie up. He's being charged with racketeering. Where's the receipts? Where's the money? Well, you gotta show, like, what anything that they showing, like, he blew up Kid Cudi car. Okay, they don't even have evidence for that. You know, he's saying that he did. Like, everything is hearsay. They don't have no receipts. They don't have no paper trail. They don't have no nothing. It just got a sad story. And, you know, forgive Cassie. I'm sorry Cassie went through that. But that's not how the law works. That's not how the legal system works. So when they put their paper in front of the jurors, and they ask them, you know, did he do this? Is there any evidence of a person being sold across state lines? They're going to be able to look at the evidence and say no. Because even if there was something that happened with Cassie, it was willingly, and wasn't no money, she wasn't paid to do it. Clearly she wasn't paid because she had to sue for $30 million, Your Honor. So clearly she wasn't no prostitute. Clearly I wasn't selling. Who was making money? Who was I selling her to? She was free. She was doing this for free. They saying the coercion. The girl was texting asking for drugs. And she said I was doing that because I was on drugs. Bro, you know what I'm saying? Not to say that it wasn't horrible. But the prosecution is doing a very bad case of proving their case. Been doing a very bad job of proving their case. That's all I'm going to say about that. And I don't know whether that's intentionally or not. However, it's very likely that Diddy going to go free. And if Diddy go free, that's That's gonna be insane. And then he's gonna be like, who was fucking with me when I was locked up? Who came to see me? Who called me? Who ducked? Cause he really go. And why they ain't got Jaguar right up in there? Is she not legally competent enough because they can't put her on the stand? But at the end of the day, I feel like all they doing is making fun of the men's sexual kinks. And I will say that, first off, if I was Cassie's husband, I'd feel away. Because Cassie, listen, as a woman who was in a domestic violence relationship, she still loved Diddy. She still loved him. She's still trying to save him. She still care about his feelings. She trusts me. Yikes. She doing all of this just for him to hear her. Honestly, if he called her from jail and was like, Cass, I'm sorry, she would go back. She would leave her husband. She would. She doing some white girl shit. And I'm not making little of nothing she went through. Because, bruh, she had a chunk of meat out her face. But I also know when you done with somebody. But shit, that's just my tea. That's just my fucking opinion. That's just my opinion. But I just want to let y'all know that Diddy could definitely get out of the jail. Definitely could. He could get out of this one. If they don't come with something better than Kid Cudi, like, we have their whole case already. This can't be your case. Because we have your case. I worked your case out like in 2024. Like, when he got arrested. If this is your whole case, you're fucked. Diddy's gonna get off. And they got Brian, and now I'm mad with Brian Sterling because you can't be using your powers for evil, nigga. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why you took this nigga case? And I heard his cross was mean. I heard he had a mean cross on fucking Kid Cudi, bitch. Ooh wee. I love a mean cross. A mean cross. Anyways, but that's all I wanted to tell y'all. I wanted to give y'all a rant on that. There's a bunch of things I wanted to tell y'all. A bunch of things I wanted to rant on, but I really, really, really want to rant on that. And then I'm going to do one more rant on Trump because I ain't been able to do my shows. But Diddy might come home.